Hey everyone, it's the Bearded Zeno, and it's a little late for me, but I wanted to record this video real quick and just pop it up on YouTube, get my thoughts out there while it's fresh. Got this just before I was going to bed. And that's that Alien 3 and Alien Resurrection are no longer canon. Neil Blomkamp's new Alien movie is going to completely ignore those two movies. And it is going to be the true sequel to Aliens. This also means Aliens Colonial Marines is no longer canon. And yeah, so basically this knocks out the three major things that a lot of people hate about this franchise. Everybody always unanimously says that Alien and Aliens, pardon me, he says like the Alien and Aliens are fantastic, and then when you get the 3, Resurrection, and even ACM, that's when you have a lot of, mixed decisions. Obviously, I like 2 out of 3 of those. I think you know which one of those is for a long time. Resurrection. But my reaction to this news is I'm okay with it. I'm perfectly okay with these being no longer canon. If we get a really good story that closes Ripley's and Hicks's and even Newt's story arc, in a good way. Now, I was completely happy with the story arc in Alien 3. I thought that was a good ending for the series. I mean, it was a bit dark, a bit depressing, but that was a series overall. The only one that really and truly has a happy ending is Aliens, because she's with company. Alien, even though she survives, it's a bit bleak and dark. It's like, I'm in the middle of nowhere. I'm probably going to die in my hypersleep chamber, but oh well, at least I survived through this day. That's the ending. That's a bit bleak, So it is in the series' roots to be a bit dark in its ending. Hopeful but dark. And that's what the ending for Alien 3 was. Hopeful, like, yeah, I'm going to hopefully eradicate this thing, but I'm going to sacrifice myself to do it. That was the ending to Alien 3. I thought that was a good ending. But we all like a happy ending, and I would really love to see, a new, true, happy ending to Ripley's story. And I think that's what this film is going to be. And, pardon me. Of course, I really don't mind Ressurection being gone. I kind of just ignored it. In the first place, it's like, oh, that's a cool what if movie. I don't really count that as canon, even though Fox always said it's canon. And Colonial Marines, even though I liked the game and I was okay with it being canon, the more and more you think about it, the less and less that it has room to grow, the less and less that you can't really see how that game was going to evolve in the canon and fit in there. It's like one of those puzzle pieces where you can make it fit, but it's out of place eventually. And now that we've found the right piece, these pieces can go in their correct area, and now we can use the the official canon pieces to build that section of the puzzle. So that's just the way you can look at it, I think. Now, I'm 100% positive Fox is still going to manufacture DVDs and Blu-rays of Alien 3 and Alien Resurrection, and they'll still sell digital copies of ACM because they don't manufacture physical copies anymore. But still, these things aren't just gonna up and disappear. They can't up and disappear, especially one of them being 20 years old and the other one nearly 20 years old. They're not just going to up and disappear. They know that there are fans out there, but the overwhelming majority hates those films. Like if you like Alien 3, Alien Resurrection, or Aliens Colonial Marines, then you're in a minority. I'm in one of those minorities. You're 2 of those minorities. I like Alien 3 and I like Aliens Colonial Marines. But I'm definitely in the minority on those. And that's just a fact. And I think this solution is the best solution for ever that, because we still get to keep the things that we like. They're not going to go anywhere. And this is a cool, different, alternate story path. That's something John Blackstead was telling me on Steam. You know, that's what he considers it. It's just an alternate story path, you know? And you know, that's a really good sentiment to look at this. And I think it is the perfect way to look at it. It's not saying that 3 and Resurrection don't exist. They're different little paths, you know? Think of it like the Legend of Zelda the Legend of Zelda official timeline, which is a mess. So, you have the original Alien 3 timeline here, and you have basically you could have 3 timelines. You know, the new Alien 3, original Alien 3, and then Resurrection branching off Alien 3, because technically it should end with Alien 3. So, that's 3 different timelines right there, basically. And, yeah, I'm happy that this is happening, you know? I mean, these films aren't going to go anywhere, so you know, they're always going to be for us who enjoy these films, so they're it's not like this is saying, oh, they don't exist, you know, we're going to bury these films. No. They're not going to do that. If they can make a few bucks off a DVD sale, they're going to do it. Trust me. But this is, I think this is the right call for the franchise. And it's going to allow us as fans to finally get closure for the characters that we love. You know, Hicks, Ripley, hopefully Newt will be in this. And hell, Blomkamp, while you're retconning, bring in Hudson, because why the fuck not? Just like have them visit LV-426 and they just find Hudson in a hidden in like a nuke bunker, like he escaped the Xeno that had grabbed him. He's just hidden in a nuke bunker with like the Robin Williams Jumanji beard. That would be funny. I would enjoy that. That would be cool. But yeah. Long story short, I'm happy with this, and I think this is the right move for the franchise. Otherwise, we're going to be continually, like, to move it forward, you're going to have to follow Ressurection, and the overwhelming majority don't like that film. And, well, if you're going to keep that going anyways, you're grasping at straws. Because the only reason Xenomorphs existed in that film, pardon me, was they were bred from a cloned queen in Ripley's chest. So now the ship isn't blown up. Pretty much all the Xenos are eradicated except for Ripley 8's DNA. But I will say, to go back to Ressurection, they could have handled this in a far better way. And they could have basically Days of Future Past it. You know, with Days of Future Past, it erases all those other movies, but they still exist. They are still necessary in the timeline to lead up to the events of Days of Future Past. This new Alien 3 is basically just going to erase 3 and Ressurection in its timeline. And with Days of Future Past, Wolverine still remembers it all, right? So, what they could have done, pardon me, what they could have done is had Ripley 8, you know, the one from Ressurection, have her, you know, contemplating her existence, like, I'm an abomination, I shouldn't exist, I should die, but I don't want to kill myself. I should stop myself from ever existing in the first place. How do you do that? You stop the original Ripley from dying. So she finds this ancient engineer technology, or space jockey technology, depending on your terminology, and that technology has the ability to send her back in time. She stops the event of Ripley getting impregnated in the cryo sleep chamber. Ripley 8 goes poof because she no longer exists. She gets happy because she's, you know, the abomination that she is, she's gone. And we have our brand new timeline. I think that would have been the better way to start this film instead of just completely ignoring those other 2 movies. Because it's both a continuation and a retcon. And I think that would have been far better, and it would have appeased everyone, because most people consider Resurrection to be an abomination anyways, and that would have been symbolic. You know, Ripley 8 killing herself, killing the abomination that was Alien Resurrection, and also paving the way for the new timeline. And that would still make Alien 3 a very pivotal film and Alien Resurrection a pivotal film because they were still necessary to lead up to that point. So I feel that's the better way that they could have handled this, but this is the necessary thing to do because otherwise you're just going to be grasping at straws trying to continue Alien 4's story. I know there's a bunch of novels and everything that does it, but from what I've heard, those novels aren't exactly fantastic. So, yeah. I think they should just, you know, do a whole reboot of the EU anyways, like Star Wars has done, because there's so much shit that just contradicts each other. And there's nowhere near as many books for the Alien franchise as there is for Star Wars used to have. So, yeah, there were so many continuity errors in the Star Wars EU. There's a lot in the Aliens EU, so they just need to, I think they need to erase that and just have a fact checker and make sure everything is canon and everything works within its universe and nothing intersects and fucks up things. Like the newest book that came out that tells the story of Hadley's Hope, that fucks up so much shit you wouldn't believe. That's another topic for another day if I ever get to that, but like I said, the whole resolution of this video is that I'm okay with this idea. I actually really support this idea, but in all truth, I think they could have handled it better and still kept 3 in Resurrection canon and not have it completely and utterly ignore them, but, you know, whatever. I think all we have to do, you know, I fucked up my outro. What I was going to say was, I think all we have to say now is somebody wake up Hicks. There we go, that's what I'm trying to say.